Hi, in this video section we are going to see module 5 sequencing. Okay, so there are various terminologies there. Before going into that, we'll see one by one. The first terminology is idle time. Okay, so the idle time is the time for which a machine does not have any job to process. Okay, the time for which the machine does not have any work. Okay, does not have any job to process. Okay, that is called idle time. The second terminology is total elapsed time. Total elapsed time. So here the time interval between completion of first job and last job for given order of the machine. Okay, that is called total elapsed time. How many hours, how many minutes it takes to complete the entire job, it is called total elapsed time. Okay, time interval between completion of first job and last job. Okay, for given order of the machine. So we are only giving sequence. You have to do A job first, then you have to do C job second, then you have to do B job. Like that we are going to give a sequence. Okay, so the first job completion to the last job completion for the given order of machine and including all idle time. Okay, that is called your total elapsed time. Even the machine was idle, no, that also you have to count, including idle time. The job done by the machine as well as the idle time of the machine. So together it is called total elapsed time. The next one is third terminology. You have to assume. So assumption is there. So what is the assumption of this sequencing problem is, so the order of the machine you have to follow. Okay, sometimes I will give you have to do first order, then third one, then second one, then sixth one, then fifth one, like that we will give order. Okay, so you have to, the machine have to follow that order. Okay, that is the assumption. So the order of machine should be followed. Second assumption is, when one job is processed in M1 machine, it will transfer to M2 machine only when it is completed. Okay, so that is the second assumption. When one job is processing in machine 1, okay, say M1. So we are giving work for M1. So after it complete, then only you have to do the next process. It will transfer to machine 2, that is M2. Okay, only when it is completed. So M1 cannot process any other job till it complete the process. Okay, this is second assumption. The third one is passing time. I'll write down here itself. Third assumption is, so the passing time is negligible. You are transferring one job to other job, no? You are transferring machine 1 to next machine 2, no? The processing time is very negligible. So no need to consider that. Passing time. You are passing from mission 1 to mission 2. So the passing time is negligible. So it means a transporting time from mission 1 to mission 2. It's very small minutes. It's very in terms of seconds. So no need to consider that. Okay. So transporting time from mission 1 to mission 2. Okay. These are the assumption and these are the terminology we are going to use here in the sequencing. Okay. So we'll see problem number 1. Before going into the problem, we'll see definition of job sequencing. Okay. So the job sequencing is the arrangement of the task that is to be performed or processed in a machine in that particular order. Okay, it is called sequencing problem. Okay, so in the sequencing problem we have to determine the optimum order. Okay, the order in the sense it's a sequence of performing the jobs in such a way that the total time is minimized. Okay, the total time or cost should be minimized in such a way that we have to arrange the sequence. So if we say we have 6 job 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if we arrange like 5 6 1 2 3 4, then so we can minimize the time to complete the entire 6 job. So if we rearrange this one according to the time schedule and order, we can minimize the total time. Okay, total time of the entire project in such a way that we have to arrange this sequence. Okay, we'll see the rules one by one now. So the sequencing problem is given by Johnson's rule, by the name called Johnson's rule. So here step-by-step procedure is there. Johnson's rules a procedure that minimizes idle time when scheduling a group of jobs on to workstation. Okay, here step-by-step procedure is given. This sequencing is called Johnson's job. Okay, step 1: find the shortest processing time among the jobs not yet scheduled. If 2 or more jobs are tied, choose one job arbitrarily. Okay. The second step is, if the shortest processing time is on workstation 1, that is machine 1, schedule the corresponding job as earlier as possible. If the shortest processing time is on workstation 2, schedule the corresponding job at as late as possible. Okay, so machine 1 you have to give in a left side and machine 2 you have to put it in a right side. Okay, that's so it's given as late as possible in the sense you have to enter the data in the right side. Okay, earliest in the sense you have to enter the data in the left side. Okay, third one, eliminate the last job scheduled from further consideration. Repeat step 1 and 2 until all jobs have been scheduled. Okay, now if you see the problems, then it will be easy for you to understand these 3 steps. I'll teach one by one. Wait. So this is the first problem in sequencing. Find the sequence that minimize total elapsed time required to complete the following task on 2 machines. Here it is given machine 1 and machine 2, and this data is in terms of time, in terms of minutes is given, time in minutes is given. Okay, how many job? 1 2 3 4 5 6 job. So what they said, earliest possible, you said no, they said machine 1 you have to take as earliest, and machine 2 you have to put it in as late as possible. Okay, 6 job, no, job 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so here you have to consider machine 2 as late as possible you have to put it, and machine 1 you have to take this side, right side, left side. Is it clear? Always machine 1 is here and machine 2 is here. How many job is given? 6 jobs. So you have to put first 6 box. Okay, now from machine 1, which is the minimum time. The 4 is the minimum time, isn't it? So particular which job it is? Third job. So you have to put 3 here. Is it clear? Find out the minimum here. 5, 9, 4, 7, 8, 6, 7, 4, 8, 3, 9, 5. Okay, which is minimum? 3 is the minimum. So 3 is where it is. The 3 is in mission 2. So mission 2 where it is here. So these 3, which job it is? 4. So you have to give 4 here. Okay. The next one is 4. The 4 is here, no? So the 4 is here. That is job 3, and this 4 minutes is available in mission 1. So you have to give 3 here. Is it clear? The job only you have to enter. You should not enter this time and missions. Okay. Next, now this is over. This is over. Fourth one is over, and third one is over. So among these two missions, find out the minimum and where it is available, whether mission 1 or mission 2. Mission 2 in the sense put it in the right side. Mission 1 in the sense put it in the left side. So we found 5, 9, 4, 7, 8, 6, and among these 3 is the minimum. This particular job is 4. This 3 is available in mission 2. So this fourth job we have entered here. Next one is 4. 4 is available in third job. So third job it is there in mission 1. So give third job in mission 1. Okay, one more 4 is available. It is available in mission 2, and the job title is 2. Okay, so you have to enter in mission 2. This side, no? This side is mission 2. One by one you have to fill and come. Okay, you have to enter 2. So this is over, no? Put one dash here. Okay, and then which is the smallest one? Then again 5, 8, 6, 7, 9, 5. So 5 is the smallest, no? So this is first one, mission 1. Mission 1, 5 minutes, and here first job. So mission 1 you have to give first job. Is it clear? And this first one is over. The second one. So second 5 is available in mission 2. So for that job is 6. Okay. So this is over. Remaining which is pending? This one is pending. So this one is fifth one. You have to write enter here. Is it clear? Only you have to write down. So now you check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All jobs you have entered. Okay. So that's steps 1. Step 1 is find the shortest processing time among the job not yet scheduled. Okay, if 2 or more jobs are tied, choose one arbitrarily. If 2 or more job is tied, see here also 5, here also 5, here also 4, and here also 4. Take any one. Okay, any one and put it in. First you consider in mission 1, then you put it in mission 2. Okay. Step 2 is, if the shortest processing time is on workstation 1, it is mission 1, schedule the corresponding job as early as possible. Okay, early. Mission 1 in the means you have to take early as possible. And if the shortest processing time is on mission 2, so you the corresponding job as late as possible you have to consider. Okay, so as of now we have sequenced is over. Okay, so this is called optimum sequence. So first you have to do optimum sequence by considering that step 1 and step 2. Okay, now we are going to do processing time of in mission 1 and mission 2. So I am going to take mission 1 here, and this is mission 2. Okay, and in time, no? So in time, this is out time, and here it is in time, and this is out time. Okay, so here you have to write down your optimum sequence. So what is your sequence? 3, 1, 5. First you have to do third job, then first job, then fifth, sixth, second, and fourth. This is your optimum sequence. So I am writing sequence here. Third one, first one, fifth one, sixth one. This one you should not change it. Okay. Okay. So first you are going to give third job in mission 1. Okay, so that time your in time is 0, so it won't consider any time. So in time is 0. So next out time you check the third one, no? Third one mission, how many minutes it takes to complete this particular third job? 4 minutes. So to complete that third job, mission 1 it takes 4 minutes. Okay, once it completed, then only it move on to the mission 2. Okay, so mission 2, what is the in time here? Because once it's completed, that job it will comes to here. Until that it has to wait. Is it clear? Mission 2, mission 1, it takes 4 minutes to complete one particular job. Until that mission 2 has to wait. Okay, so incoming time is 4. So what is the mission 2 time? See here, take this third job. How many minutes it takes to complete? Because we are talking about third job. How many minutes it takes to complete? In mission 2, 8 minutes. How many minutes is it has to wait? 4 minutes. So total out time is 8 minutes. No, 4 plus 8. Is it clear? So I am writing here 4 plus 8. It has to complete. After 12 minutes, the third job is getting complete. So for mission 1, it takes 4 minutes. Mission 2, it entire job it has to take 12 minutes. Okay, so 4 plus 4, fourth minutes is coming to mission 2. So it takes 8 minutes. So 4 plus 8, 12 minutes. Okay, next, once it is completed, no, once it is completed in the sense fourth minute, after fourth minute it can do the second sequence. So fourth minute, its in time is fourth minutes. Mission is free now. Okay, it's completed. It's moved to the mission 2. So it is free now, mission 1. So fourth minute we are entering into the job. Okay, so first job, how many minutes it takes? 5 minutes. So 4 plus 5, it is 9. Is it clear? So 9 minutes it has to complete that job 1 in mission 1. Okay, next you have to move on to the mission 2. So here is, you see here, this is longer, no, compare with 9. Okay, if it is a shorter, you can take this one, this time here, but it is a longer, no, so you have to take 12 here. So after 12, because until that it is doing the third job. Okay, so after 12th minute, this mission 2 is free. Okay, so now it has to do the job 1. Okay, job 1, how long it takes? 7 minutes it takes to complete. Okay, so 12 plus 7, it is 19 minutes to complete the first job. 12 plus 7, okay, 19. This one you no need to do it, just for your reference I am giving. Only you can write 12 and 19, that is enough. Okay, so 19 minutes it takes to complete the job 1. Okay, so after 9th minute we have to give job 5. Okay, so 9th minute is entering time, in time. So job 5 is how long it takes? 8 minutes. So 9 plus 8, 9 plus 8, it is 17 minutes it takes. 8 minutes to complete. Total time is 17 minutes to complete the job 5. Okay, now this is smaller, this is higher, no, put a higher number here. Okay, so 19 after 19th minute it is taking the mission 1 job. Okay, mission 1 job, mission 1 job is the fifth one. Fifth one, go to fifth one. How many minutes it takes? 9 minutes. Okay, so 19 plus 9, 19 plus 9, it is 28 minutes it takes. Like that similarly you have to do for other one. Okay, it is 17, no, give 17 here. Sixth job is 6 minutes it takes to complete. So 17 plus 6 is 23. Okay, so 23 it takes to complete. This is longer time, take longer time. Until that it has to wait. Okay, until it complete this process, until to complete the process mission 2, mission 1 has to wait. Okay, now you see 28. Okay, 28. Then sixth job, no, how long it takes to complete in mission 2? 5 minutes. So 28 plus 5, 28 plus 5, it's a 33 minutes it takes to complete. Okay, now this 23 you have to write down 23 here. Second job 9. Okay, 23 plus 9, so 23 plus 9 is 32. 32 it takes. Now see, this is smallest and this is longer, so put longer number. The maximum time only you have to put it here. So 33 mission 2, no, mission 2 4 minutes it takes to complete. So 33 plus 4, so 33 plus 4 is 37. Okay, now here 32, no, 32. Fourth job it's 7 minutes it takes, so here it is 39. Okay, so to complete the fourth job it takes 39 minutes. Now you see this is a smallest one. Okay, so from here it has to come here, isn't it? From mission 1 it has to come here. It is completed, 37 minutes is completed mission second job. So it has to wait for 2 minutes, isn't it? It has to wait, mission 2 has to wait for 2 minutes. So now after waiting, then only you can give here. Okay, this is free now. Now you can give here 39, after 39 minutes only you can, this is very important. Okay, so 39, so fourth job it takes 3 minutes. So 39 plus 3 you will get 42. 39 plus 3 you will get 42 minutes. So the entire project, okay, so the entire project means total elapsed time to complete this sequence. Total elapsed time to complete this sequence is 42. I am going to write down the solution here. This is the solution. Total elapsed, the last one you have to take. Total elapsed time to complete the project is 42 minutes. Okay, now idle time you have to find out. Idle time, the mission idle time. Okay, for mission idle time of mission 1 and idle time of mission 2 you have to find out. Idle time of mission 1 is equal to, and idle time of mission 2 we are going to find out. Okay, so how to find out the idle time of mission 1? Take down your table here. See, it started with 0 and it's going on. Mission 1 we are going to find out. 4th minute it's complete. Then 4th minute it started, 9th minute it's complete. 9th minute started, 17th minutes complete. 17, 23. 20, there is no gap. See, 23, the machine is not idle. Continuously it's working up to 32. 32 we started. 39 it's completed. But mission 2 it takes to complete 42. So until completion of mission 2, it has to wait. So the idle time of mission 1 is 42 minus 39. Is it clear? So see, starting time is 0. It's completed 4th minute. Okay. Then 4th minute starts, 9th minute. 9th minute 17. 17, 23. 23, 32. 32, 39. It's completed. But until it complete, it cannot take other sequence, other job it cannot, you cannot give in mission 2, mission 1. Okay, so until that it has to wait. So the idle time of mission 1 is 42 minus 39. Okay, so 42 minutes minus 39, it means 3 minutes it has to be idle. Okay, now mission 1 you can, mission 2 you take down mission 2. It started with 0, then it ended with 4. Mission 2, its starting time is 4 only. So starting time is so until 0 to 4 it has to wait, no? So 4 minute it has to idle first. Okay, now you check. 4th minute 12. So 12, 19. So there is no gap. Okay, there is no gap. But here you check 37 it completed, but it has to wait for 4th job it has to do, but it has to wait for 2 minutes, isn't it? So 4 plus 2 is equal to 6 minutes it has to idle. Okay, I hope you understand this sequence. We'll see next problem in the next video section. Okay, this is the final solution. So first step you have to, the given n job is given 2 mission. Okay, this type of problem is called n job and 2 missions. Okay, job is n, mission is 2. Okay, so n job and 2 missions, we identified sequence. How to identify sequence? Just how many job is given, that much box you put. Okay, here you put mission 1, always here you put mission 2. Find out the least number, so where it is available, and put that particular job here. Say 3 is the least one, where it is available, 4th job. So 3 is available in mission 2. So the 4 you have to put it in mission 2. Okay, now this is over. Put one small line here. Then identify the next smallest least time. 4 is the least time. 2 here it is available, 2 times it is available. Take any one. Okay, first you take this one. Where it is mission 1. Mission 1 you have to consider this one. So which job? 3rd one. So you have to put 3. Okay, then this is over, no, third job is over, you put one line. Then this is 4. So where it is available, machine 2, and job is 2, so you have to put in next box. Like that you have to fill all the job. Okay, this is called optimum sequence. This sequence you put it here, and in time out time of machine 1, and in time and out time of machine 2. How long it takes to complete the entire project we are going to find out. That is called total elapsed time, as well as how many minutes or how many hours the machine is going to be idle, that we are going to find out. Okay, always do machine 1 first, then machine 2 second. Okay, so hope you understand this one. We'll see second problem and the next video. Thank you.